evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Parkinson Gymnasium here at the Fitchburg State University Rec Center for tonight's MASCAC basketball tournament quarterfinal between the Falcons of Fitchburg State University and the Lancers of Worcester State University. Worcester comes into this game with an overall record of 11-4, and they are 4-8 in conference play. They're on a 4-game losing streak as of current, as we pause for the national anthem. Here, as I was saying, Worcester coming into this game with an overall record of 11-14 with a conference record of 4-8. They currently come into this game off of a 4-game losing streak, and that has netted them the 6th seed in the MASCAC tournament. Fitchburg coming in, they are the 3 seed in the MASCAC. They come in with an overall record of 12-13, 7-5 conference record, and they have been 4-1 in their last 5 games. Now, one loss for Fitchburg was a 82-77 loss here at home against the Westfield State Owls. There's a lot on the line for Fitchburg in general tonight. Not only the men's basketball team in action, but as well the women's basketball team and the men's ice hockey team, as I'll attempt to provide you updates as we go along. My name is Tim Foley, and I will be flying solo here tonight. Dan Bolak unable to make tonight's broadcast, if I did not already mention that. The last time these two teams played, it was at Worcester State on February 9th. Fitchburg was led by a game-high 25 points from Devin Harris to narrowly net the 80-76 win over the Lancers. It's tough to play any team 3 times, and that's what I talked to Coach Manderson about before the game. And he says the key to this game for Fitchburg is going to be to cover the 3 line, as Worcester does an excellent job shooting from behind the arc, as well as to force it down to tough plays at the rim. Fitchburg is one of the grittier teams in the MASCAC, and so that is their definition of basketball, to play it hard-nosed at the rim, get the win there. We'll go through the starting lineups now. First for the Worcester State Lancers, starting number 3, Tyler Dion, number 10, Chris Cardoso, number 20, Cal Howes, number 24, Eric Bjorn, and number 25, France Francois. Now for the Fitchburg State Falcons, number 1, Andre Ruff, number 12, Anselm Adegbe, number 24, Nicholas Tracy, number 31, Devin Harris, and number 32, Jordan Jones. Devin Harris starting in his 6th start for the Falcons in his career. He's started the last 5 games for Fitchburg as Fitchburg wins the initial jump. And immediately there's a whistle blown. We'll have an inbound from the sideline, it would appear, but Devin Harris, he's started the last 5 games for these Falcons, and he has been really tearing it up. 23.2 minutes per game in these 5 games, averaging 15 points per game on 50% shooting. He was nowhere near these numbers beforehand, alongside 5.8 rebounds per game and 3 offensive rebounds per game. Devin Harris really coming into fruition here late in the season. No better time for the big man, as here he is down low. Can't get the shot to go. Adegbe grabs the miss, goes back up with it, off the front of the rim. Rebound comes out from Bjorn. House gives to Dion in the corner, back to House. Pass over to Cardoso. He has Ruff defending him, gives to Dion. Looks for House, his shot. Puts it up and misses. The rebound though, offensive rebound grab by Chris Cardoso. Dion, bounce pass inside. He was looking for Bjorn, but instead found Adegbe. And now Nicholas Tracy brought it up court. Andre Ruff, his three is off the mark. He was a bit wide left. Able to get it back though, stole it back from Worcester. Fitchburg with possession once more. Jordan Jones here, he's averaging 5 points a game on the season. Gives to Tracy, driving, feeds back to Jones, steps out, takes a shot, off the inside of the rim and out. Adegbe the rebound again. Can't get the second chance to go this time either. A minute and a half in, we are still scoreless despite 2 offensive rebounds from the Falcons. That pass from Cardoso looking inside. I believe he was attempting to find Bjorn, but ended up missing altogether over Harris as well. Fitchburg ball. Harris, the junior from Danvers, gives over to Adegbe. Jones here waiting with Cardoso defending, over to Tracy. Ruff, Tracy looks at a three, misses altogether, and we are still scoreless. A little over 2 minutes into the game. Worcester State will bring the ball up court. Tyler Dion with it here. House. Down low, Bjorn tries giving it to Francois, and ball is out of bounds off of Francois, so that will be Fitchburg ball. Ruff here with the ball, gives to Adegbe. Inside to Harris, almost lost it for a second. Fitchburg passing it around the outside now. Ruff driving into the lane. Harris the rebound, blocking foul on Worcester. And so Ruff will go to the line here for Fitchburg, attempting to give the first points of the game. Andre Ruff, a 78% free throw shooter on the year. If you round 79, first one good. Second one good as well for Andre Ruff. Fitchburg now finally in front, but still no field goals to be made so far in this game. Here's Francois driving, gives out to Cardoso. Dion looks at a three, knocks it down. Tyler Dion, the first field goal of the game, gives Worcester the lead. Getting ready to check in Emeka Igutu for the Lancers. Here's Ruff now, gives over to Jones. Bounce pass inside, Adegbe off the backboard, bounces off the front of the rim. Tracy able to muscle away a rebound. Now here's Jones working in on Dion, loses the ball. Dion on a fast break. Adegbe trying to get down, and he will. Adegbe with the block. Now Tracy coming back with speed the other way, over some bodies. Rebound comes right to Francois. Quick pass up court to Dion. Another three, no good. This time, Tracy grabbing the rebound. Tracy driving into the lane. Layup, gets it to go. Worcester coach looking for some type of offensive foul on the drive there. He's not going to get the call. Dion. House in the corner to Francois. Moves around Harris. Adegbe trying to defend down low. Ball batted around. Cardoso with it. Tried getting it to Francois, but Adegbe stealing it away. And now Ruff charging up court. Andre Ruff's going to back up and take a second here, as Jonathan Perez is getting ready to check in for the Falcons. Tracy gives over to Adegbe. Jordan Jones pulls up, knocks down a deep two. Fitchburg up 6-3 now. Just under 5 minutes into the first half. Howes with the ball. Dion driving baseline, gives to Francois. Turning, looking for someone to pass it to. Didn't like the matchup against Jones. And then running out of bounds, losing it was Fritz Francois. And Fitchburg's going to have the ball. Perez checking into the game for Fitchburg. Coming out will be Harris. And coming out for Worcester, Eric Bjorn, as Gutu is into the game now for the Lancers. Tracy, the junior out of Indianapolis, trying to do it himself. He's denied at the rim by Cal Howes. It'll stay Fitchburg ball. Tracy looking for somebody, almost running out of time, able to get it off. Now Jones outside the perimeter. Gives to Ruff. Ruff with a lot of room between him and Francois. Takes a deep three and hits it. Andre Ruff from downtown. Ruff's been shooting 39% all year from behind the arc as the ball's fumbled down low. Finally picked up here by Tracy, and he's tripped up by Francois. That's going to be a foul against Worcester. Second foul of the night for Worcester. First foul of the night for Fritz Francois as a timeout is called. Fitchburg off to a good start. As of the last few minutes anyway, it was a bit of a slow first minute or two. Regardless, looking to add to their lead right now. Worcester with only one basket made. That was a three-pointer from Tyler Dion, the junior out of Bear, Mass. Tracy moving around the double screen, gives to Ruff in the corner, trying to work on Francois, pulls up. Deep two is short. Rebound comes to Howes. Howes gives to Francois. Howes, Dion. Jones on him. Worcester passing it around the perimeter, finally penetrating with Francois, but giving it right back out to Howes. Dion now drives. Cardoso in the corner. Fitchburg closing in defensively very quickly. That layup attempt from Cardoso too high up off the top of the backboard. Rebounded by Fitchburg. Here's Tracy. Driving on Howes. Fading. Adegbe tried jumping up for the rebound, but instead it's grabbed by Cardoso. Euro steps around Jones. And they will say it was tipped last by Fitchburg. It's going to stay Worcester ball. Shot no good from Worcester, rebounded by Fitchburg. Adegbe inside to Doss. Turning, trying to get it off the backboard perhaps, but missing the target. Now Dion here. No, that is Joe Desormier. Cardoso now to Dion. Driving the high floater off the back of the rim. Rebound, Adegbe. Nick Tracy with the ball. Driving in. Outside to St. John. Looks at a three. Adegbe, the flying finish. Coco able to put Fitchburg at double digits now. Dion saving that one from going out of bounds. 5 on the floor for Fitchburg right now. Perez, Tracy, Adegbe, Doss, and St. John. Cardoso kicks out to now Dion. Fell to the ground, rebounded by Gutu. Perez retrieving the rebound. Adegbe. Fitchburg trying to move up court with speed before Worcester can get set. Oh, and Doss almost getting the finish off of Tracy's miss. Tracy not yet back on defense. Worcester with the chance here, and they will finally get their second field goal of the game. Striking again is Tyler Dion. Worcester is 2 of 12 in this game as Perez looks at a 3 and misses. It makes Fitchburg 4 of 19. 21%. Dion here directing the offense. Inside pass was looking for Gutu, but tipped out of bounds by Adegbe. Adegbe will come out of the game. Harris is back in. Good inbound pass by Worcester. Chris Cardoso able to get the sneaky basket, and he's fouled on the shot, and so he'll shoot one more. Trying to bring this back down to a 3-point game. Fitchburg was up by as many as 8. Chris Cardoso missing, but rebounded by Bjorn. What an effort, and now Bjorn down low, and he's fouled on the shot. Chuck Doss too aggressive on the block attempt. So now going to the line will be Eric Bjorn. Eric Bjorn on the year, a 57% free throw shooter. And he'll make the first one. One more to go. Sitting down are St. John and Tracy. Into the game, McKenzie and Ruff. McKenzie with the ball. Cardoso defending, gives over to Perez. Harris looks for McKenzie. Doss, he looks at a 3 and hits it. Chuck Doss, normally a 28% free throw or 3-point shooter, gets that one to go. Only 2 of 6 in the last 12 games. Cardoso, pass over to Bjorn, and he's called on the travel on the way in. That will become Fitchburg ball. Falcons up by 5. Thanks to that 3-pointer from Chuck Doss. Andre Ruff gives to Doss. Fitchburg working outside the perimeter. Ruff steps back. Doss now in the corner. Moving around to Gutu. Pass to Harris. Draws contact on the way up. Misses the shot, but Devin Harris will be going to the line. Devin Harris, a 70% free throw shooter on the year, 21 for 30. 22 for 31, let's make it. He'll shoot one more as Fitchburg is now up by 6. And he'll miss the second one. Cardoso driving. And that's going to be a blocking foul against Harris. Devin Harris unable to draw the charge nearly as successfully as he was able to last game for Fitchburg, not the most recent game at Bridgewater, but against Westfield. There were a lot of charging calls in that game, and Devin Harris was able to get a few of them. Bounce pass in from Desormier, passed outside. A three-pointer is good from Cal Howes. Three-point game once more with 9:37 to go in the first half. Jordan Jones gives over to Perez. McKenzie moving in on Howes, creates some space for Jones in the corner. Perez, Jones is wide open, gives to Ruff. 7 seconds on the shot clock, and a travel is called against Andre Ruff. Fitchburg too indecisive on the shot attempt. Worcester defense able to draw the travel. As Joe Desormier has possession of the ball here. Calls for Howes to come up and get it. Bjorn, Desormier driving, back out to Bjorn. Dion driving in on Jones, creating some space outside. Desormier knocks down a three, and we are tied at 15. Fitchburg's had the lead for the entire game as Desormier tips the pass. Fitchburg able to get it back thanks to Jordan Jones. Now Ruff in the corner. Driving baseline. Jones, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Ruff driving. McKenzie had some space to shoot it, missed the rim entirely, and now Worcester, pardon me, is coming back upfield. Court. Cal Howes. Three-pointer no good. Fitchburg can't agree on who's going to rebound that, and so that'll cost them a foul. Gutu is going to go to the line. Looked like a miscommunication between Jones and Doss on the baseline there. 3 substitutions set to be made for Fitchburg. St. John, Tracy, and Adegbe will all be coming in. Gutu misses the first shot. Checking out is going to be Andre Ruff, Jonathan Perez, and Chuck Doss. Gutu missing both free throws there. He's only a 33% shooter on the year, but Worcester is going to be getting the ball back after it's mishandled by Fitchburg. Howes gives to Desormier. Dion for his Francois. Howes with the nutmeg gives it down low to Bjorn. Pass went through the legs, it seemed, of Adegbe. Worcester able to capitalize on the basket. Now here's Jones. He's got some space outside, misses the rim, and it's tipped out of bounds off of Fitchburg. That will be Worcester ball. Worcester in the lead now, 17-15. First lead of the game for the Lancers. Sormier gives to Dion. Dion leading the team right now with 5 points. Here he is driving. Some space for Desormier, misses the 3. Rebound, McKenzie. St. John, that's a 2. His foot was over the line. Fitchburg up by 1 now. Should be tied at 17. And they correct it. Desormier driving, gives over to Bjorn. Moving in on a Degbe, looking to pass it outside, but it's stolen by Ruff. Ruff trying to work around Howes, drives to the rim, gets 2. Andre Ruff, who's been averaging 7.9 points per game, has 7 points already in this one. Down low, Bjorn misses the layup. Too much traffic in front, and now here's Ruff once more. Gives to McKenzie. Tracy driving, able to get some space down low. Uncontested layup, Fitchburg up by 4. Dion gives to Howes. Driving in on St. John. Fritz Francois. Eight seconds on the shot clock. Desormier driving. Was looking to give to Francois, but that will stay Fitchburg ball as it was tipped out of bounds off of a Falcon. Just 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Worcester has made a few sneaky inbound passes down low tonight. Fitchburg avoiding that this time. Ball batted around, and that will be Fitchburg ball. Foul committed against number 25, committing the foul, Fritz Francois. Perez back into the game. Dejan McKenzie will sit. And coming into the game now for Worcester, number 12, Michelle Tony. McKell, pardon me. As a timeout is called now by Fitchburg. Andre Ruff with just 5:44 to go in the first half, leading all scorers with 7 points. Followed on Fitchburg by Nicholas Tracy with 4, Chuck Doss with 3 for the Falcons. Now looking at Worcester, Tyler Dion leading the Lancers with 5, Eric Bjorn next up with 4, and Joe Desormier and Cal Howes each tied at 3. Good crowd here tonight. It is the quarterfinals of the MASCAC tournament. As we take a look around at some other games that are going on, Bridgewater leads Framingham at the half, 47-35. Here's Ruff. Goes over to St. John, a 3, no good. Out of bounds, that will be Worcester ball. This game slated to play either Salem or Westfield. Not entirely sure on if teams get reseeded in the second round or if it's already predetermined that this matchup will play against, I believe it would be Westfield since Fitchburg is the 3. Driving to the rim and getting fouled is Cal Howes. And if we take a look real quick actually at the men's ice hockey game that's going on between Worcester and Fitchburg at Worcester State University, Worcester is currently leading 3-1 with 2:48 to go in the second period. That game has some implications to it. If Worcester were to win tonight, as well as win on, I believe it would be Thursday for their makeup game against Framingham, they would host Fitchburg in a playoff game this Saturday. As we come back to this Fitchburg-Worcester matchup, Cal Howes missing the second free throw. Jonathan Perez coming away with it. Here's McKenzie. Perez driving off the screen from Adegbe. Rebound down low. Fighting for it was Perez. Jump ball called. Possession arrow is pointing in favor of Worcester. And so we will see Lancer's ball. 4:44 to go in the first half. Fitchburg up by 4. Cardoso in the corner, takes a 3 over Ruff. Rebound to Adegbe. Now here's Ruff. Driving in on Cardoso, screen to Adegbe. Pass over to McKenzie. Fitchburg waiting. Perez into Adegbe. Turns, pulls up, misses the shot. Rebound Dion. Howes holding on to it. Then losing a handle on the ball was Mikel Tony. And it's coming back Worcester ball, as that was a foul, it would seem, against Fitchburg. Inbound pass out to Bjorn. Cardoso, Dion. Drives in, the high floater off the back of the rim, and that's going to be Fitchburg ball as the foul is committed against Worcester's number 24, Eric Bjorn, sending Adegbe to the floor. Bjorn, that is his second foul of the game. He also has 4 points and 5 rebounds to his credit. Tracy gives to Perez. Jones, Ruff. Trying to coordinate. Drives in, stops when he sees Agrutu, pulls up but misses. Rebound, Cardoso. Cardoso going up around Jones. Then the follow-up from Agrutu. Fitchburg allowing the basket there. McKenzie from the corner. Yes! Dejan McKenzie for 3. He now has 3 points. Dion driving. Tried going over Jordan Jones. Worcester able to save the ball. Now Dion once more. Howes. Tries losing McKenzie off a screen. Shot is short. Rebound comes out to McKenzie. He's driving up court now on Howes. Goes up for it. Gets around the double block from Worcester. Agrutu and Tony could not deny Dejan McKenzie from going to the hoop. A 7-point lead for the Falcons with 2:37 to go in the first half. Also going to be starting momentarily over in Bridgewater, the women's basketball team. They have their quarterfinal matchup tonight against the Bridgewater State Bears. That first quarter getting underway, it seems, in a few minutes. Their overall record of 9-16. pardon me as I may have misled the crowd about the Bridgewater-Framingham game. My laptop was not updated. Bridgewater actually won that game already. It is not at the half. 101-84. So Bridgewater will be moving on to the next round. They are the 4 seed, just below Fitchburg by a game. So presumably they will be playing the 1-seeded Salem. Again, assuming there's no reseeding in the semifinal round. Foul against number 31, Devin Harris, a hold for Fitchburg. Devin Harris already with 3 fouls in this game. He will check out. Here's Howes, gives to Cardoso. Now Dion. Howes, Desormier. Drives, kicks it back out for Dion. Perez defending. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Desormier, a 3, misses wide right. Rebound saved by Mikkel Tony, but sent away by Fitchburg. It was tipped off of a Fitchburg defender, so no backcourt violation for the Lancers as Cardoso brings it back up court. Desormier leaves it for Howes. Dion driving in against Perez in the paint. Finishing the dunk was Igutu, but to no avail since the foul was drawn well before. A blocking foul against Andre Ruff as Tyler Dion will now go to the line. Tyler Dion, an 84% free throw shooter. Those are good free throw numbers, especially for college ball. First one rattles in. 6-point game now. 1:46 to go in the first half. Second one is good as well. A 5-point game now. Worcester with the full court press to try and finish out this first half and bring this a little bit closer. Fitchburg has had possession and the lead for a majority of this half. Nicholas Tracy inbounding. Ruff leaves for Tracy. Jones. McKenzie. Ruff, Perez. Moving in on Dion, a 3. Jonathan Perez, no problem there. His first basket of the night. Desormier. Here's Howes now. Worcester able to hold on to it there. Perez almost knocking it free. Dion turning back out to Howes. Seconds on the shot clock. Dion lets it go. Misses short and bounces out of bounds. Fitchburg ball with 50 seconds to go in the half. Ruff inbounding for McKenzie. Desormier is up to prevent Tracy from moving up court. Tracy trying to blast around him. He's denied at the rim by Igutu. Now Cardoso gives for Dion. Perez might have gotten a hand on that. Igutu can't finish on the offensive board. Good transition defense there from Fitchburg, able to prevent the basket. 22 seconds to go, 2-second difference game in shot clock. Ruff out to Perez. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ruff now. Looks at a 3, it's short. 5 seconds for Worcester to get up court. Gives to Dion, who's waiting with some space. Gets to the hoop. Lays it in for the buzzer beater at the half. cutting the lead to 6 going into halftime. Some numbers for you here to finish out that first half. Fitchburg shooting 32% off 11 of 34 shooting. Worcester, meanwhile, shooting 25% off 8 of 31 shooting. All right, and I'm told we have a highlight reel for you at home. And so we'll get back to what Fitchburg and Worcester need to do in the second half to complete this game a few minutes before the end of halftime. So be sure to tune back in for that. But for now, we'll move on. Enjoy the half. Welcome back to Parkinson Gymnasium, where Fitchburg currently ahead of Worcester 29-23 after one half of play. Some stats from the first half. Leading scorer for Fitchburg, Andre Ruff with 7 points, followed by Tajon McKenzie off the bench with 5. Leading scorer so far for Worcester, Tyler Dion with 9, followed by Eric Bjorn with 4. I talked to associate head coach Mark Williams at the half, and he had a few notes for finishing this game out strong in the second half. It's just first thing he mentioned was better shot selection, as Fitchburg often settled for shots that weren't as good as they could have been. And so he emphasized passing the ball around, being more generous, and looking for the open man. Keep defending the 3 was another point he emphasized. Fitchburg limiting Worcester to 3 of 13 shooting from behind the arc. That's only 23%. So they've been doing a good job there so far this game. That has been their game plan to this point. Worcester generally from behind the arc a 35% three-point shooting team. So that is the difference right now. And then staying dominant in the paint as well, a factor. Both teams with 10 points in the paint. Fitchburg getting out-rebounded, though, 30-20 by Worcester. So establishing a dominant presence in the paint, both offensively and defensively. And Fitchburg's going to try and close this game out and go on the road. I believe it would be this Thursday for what would be the next step in the ladder of this MASCAC tournament. And once more, a recap. Bridgewater State getting the win over Framingham State, 101-84. That game played earlier today, started at 5:30, wrapped up about the start time, about halfway through the first half, I'd like to say, of this game we're watching here right now. A foul on Perez for Fitchburg. Tyler Dion gives out to Cardoso, floats it towards the rim, it's short. Perez snatching the rebound. Perez halts, gives to Adegbe. Perez in the corner, Cardoso defending. Adegbe trying to float it over Bjorn. Shot misses, rebound Francois. Cardoso for Howes in the corner, 3 is off target, rebound Perez. Tracy gives it over to Ruff. Jordan Jones back to Tracy. Driving, kicks out for Perez. He had some space and he's fouled and hits the shot. Jonathan Perez nailing the 3 while dropping to the ground. chance for a 4-point play for Jonathan Perez. Perez now with 6 points in the game so far. On the season, he's averaging about 11.7 as he will make the and one, converting on the 4-point play, giving Fitchburg a 10-point lead. Largest lead of the night for Fitchburg, 10 points. Here's Howes. Dion's 3 is good, brings it back down to a 7-point game. Tracy meandering up court, a miscommunication from Perez and Ruff. Perez cutting back towards the rim. Perez tried hitting him where he wasn't. And that's going to be Worcester ball here, inbounding off the sideline. Bjorn going to the hoop, getting 2. Bounce pass into Adegbe. Back for Perez. Perez driving, hooks it over, stolen by Howes. He's trying to beat Tracy up court. Ball's poked away by Tracy. Howes picks it back up. Perez now pressuring on Dion. Almost gets a backcourt violation. Howes at the sideline. Francois driving in on Adegbe. Still turning, loses it. Goes out of bounds. That will stay Worcester ball, however. 13 seconds on the shot clock. From the corner. Gives inside to Francois. Adegbe fouling on the shot. Francois not able to finish the basket. It's a 5-point game now. 5 straight points for Worcester. Here's Francois. No points so far in this one. Able to bring that up to 1 point. First time to the line for him tonight. Second free throw is good from Francois. And so it's now a 3-point game. Just moments ago it was a 10-point game. Worcester quickly turning things around. Ruff driving, kept outside by Dion. Good defense. Cardoso almost jumping the pass to St. John. Ruff in the corner, trying to lose defenders off the fake. Ruff fumbling the pass. Now Cardoso with speed up court. He's fouled on the drive. Here's Cardoso to be going to the line. That's twice now in this half where Andre Ruff has been a part of a miscommunication in passing for Fitchburg. Once from Perez, another from St. John. Looks like McKenzie's about to sub in for him. Cardoso's first free throw attempt is no good, and John McKenzie will be coming into the game for Andre Ruff. Second free throw is good. A 2-point game now. McKenzie driving, kicks out to Jones. Jones back out to Tracy. Getting a hand in there and drawing the jump ball was Cardoso for Worcester. And the possession arrow in favor of the Lancers, so they will get the ball. Quick thinking by Cardoso, getting a hand on the ball, not committing the foul. smart play by him. Out of Jamaica Plain, played his high school basketball at Natick High, actually, similar to myself. I did not play basketball there, but I did go there alongside Cardoso. Cardoso with the ball, gives over to Francois. Three is no good, rebound. St. John bobbling it around, finally able to corral it. Now here is Tracy. Tracy driving, gives to Jones. Mid-range is good. It's the first basket in some time for the Falcons. It was actually the first basket since the 1837 mark where Jonathan Perez hit a three. So it's been about 3 minutes for Fitchburg. Meanwhile, Worcester has brought this back to a close game. Howes gives out to Bjorn. Down low, trying to go over Jones. He will. 35-33 the score with 15-11 to go in the game. Tracy driving, gives to Jones. Another mid-range jumper. This time it rims out. Tracy had a hand on the rebound, but it was saved by Francois. Now here's Cardoso stepping in on McKenzie. And had a foot out of bounds. Cal Howes can't escape the gaze of the referee. Fitchburg going to be getting the ball back. Nick Tracy carrying the ball up court. So far in this game, he's got 4 points. Jones, a deep two. Off the side of the rim. Big rebound to Degbe. All the way back out for Tracy. Now St. John driving. Cross court for McKenzie. He drives in on Dion. Two-pointer is no good. Jones is fouled on the follow-up attempt. Jordan Jones now going to the line for Fitchburg. Foul on Cal Howes there. Jordan makes the first one. He's a 53% free throw shooter. Chuck Doss will come into the game. Out is Anselm Adegbe. Second one good as well for Jones. Every free throw here down the stretch is going to be clutch. Two teams that like to play a close game. Both games played between them this year decided by 4 points. Fitchburg getting the benefit in both. Francois grabbing the rebound. Tries finding a Gutu, but he was unprepared for the pass, and so that becomes Fitchburg ball. St. John driving, goes up off the backboard, pushes it to a 6-point lead now for Fitchburg. Desormier driving around the outside, gives back out to Howes. Howes, Desormier. Howes once more. Three from Howes, off the backside of the rim, rebound Tracy. Tracy passes St. John, goes up with it, falling to the ground, no foul called. St. John getting the basket regardless. He's talking the talk, till it looks like to Cal Howes. Dion, pass back out, that's going to be Fitchburg ball. He threw it away at the legs of Desormier. Fitchburg getting possession back now. Fitchburg on a 6-0 run in the last 2.5 minutes here. Nick Tracy driving in onto Sormier, floats it. No good. Doss mistimes the rebound, but Tracy steals it back and finishes. Nicholas Tracy. He now has 6 points in the game, and a timeout is called. Timeout called by Worcester as they now find themselves down by 10 once more. This rivals the largest lead of the game for Fitchburg, 10 points. As Worcester then brought it back to a 2-point game, but a recent rush by the Falcons, an 8-0 run, might I add, has put it back to a double-digit lead. Andre Ruff and Jonathan Perez each with 7 for Fitchburg, but then the next 3 scorers for Fitchburg each with 6. That's Tyrell St. John, Nicholas Tracy, and Jordan Jones. St. John McKenzie with 5 as well. Leading scorer overall is Tyler Dion with 12. After him for Worcester is Eric Bjorn with 8, so them two alone scored more than any Fitchburg player, but Fitchburg, good ball distribution so far in the second half, spreading out the scoring effort. Trying to maintain this lead. Associate head coach Mark Williams talked to him at the half. He wants the team to come out with urgency. I understand we're already about halfway through this second half here. Wanted them to play like they were down by 40 as Jones making a great effort to save it there after he mishandled the rebound. Coach Manderson signaling to St. John what matchups to look for. Worcester in a zone defense right now. McKenzie in the corner, 7 seconds on the shot clock. St. John driving, it's stripped away by Dion. Tyler Dion bringing it back up court. Stepping in now on St. John. Rebound to Gutu. Rolling around here. Fitchburg ball. We'll say it last went off of Gutu, it seemed, down low. Tyrell St. John going to be inbounding the ball here for McKenzie. Worcester with 1 man up on the press. Pass was tipped by Cardoso. McKenzie no trouble getting it back. 12 seconds on the shot clock. St. John trying to peel around Dion to the hoop. He's fouled. And Tyrell St. John will get to the line. Joe DeSormier with his second foul of the night. Tyrell St. John at the line. His first time to the line tonight. Missing the first one, trying to push his point total up to 7 now on this second free throw, and trying to give Fitchburg their largest lead of the game, which would be 11. And Salma Degbe checks into the game. Coming out is Jordan Jones, and Igutu comes out for Worcester. Back in for the Lancers is Eric Bjorn. Tyrell St. John knocks down the second one, an 11-point lead for Fitchburg. Tyrell St. John now with 7 points, tied with 2 other Fitchburg players at 7. Cardoso driving to the rim, the floater, rebounded to Degbe. As Fitchburg has had their way with the ball recently. No baskets for Worcester in the past 4 minutes. St. John driving, throws back over for McKenzie. Working on to Sormier, cuts to the hoop, goes over Bjorn, misses the basket, rebound Francois. Here's Desormier. Kenzie on him. Now Dion. Worcester trying to get something going here. Scoreless in the last 5 minutes now. Floating it towards the hoop desperately is Desormier. And then coming around to bat it out of the hands of Adegbe. And then trying to save it from going out of bounds, but he was out of bounds himself when he touched it. So Fitchburg will get possession of the ball, but good effort from Joe Desormier. Adegbe and St. John checking out. Ruff and Jones back into the game. Andre Ruff, Perez, Jones, Doss, working his way in. Perez outside, hits a three. Jonathan Perez puts the lead up to 14, the biggest of the night for the Falcons. Joe Desormier with some room, can't hit the open three. Rebounded by Francois, he'll try another three. This one no good either. Worcester in a rut here. Chris Cardoso gets ready to check back in for Worcester. Perez driving, basket's waved off. Was fouled before the shot attempt, and so Fitchburg will inbound from the baseline. Joe Desormier committing the foul. Cardoso will check in for him. As Desormier will sit down. His stat line thus far, 3 points, no rebounds, 2 assists. As a three is good. One swirled its way in. And fouled on the shot, and finally making a basket for Worcester, Eric Bjorn. Fitchburg's largest lead of the night was 17, as Bjorn brought it down to 15 now. Trying to keep Worcester as close as possible, 9:08 to go. It's plenty of time for a comeback if you're Worcester. But Fitchburg, you can't let up now. Here's Tracy. Leaves it for Perez. Ruff. Jordan Jones. Another long two from Jones. Hits the front of the rim. Stolen back by Perez. He'll try another three. No good. Rebound Tracy this time. Inside pass to Perez from Tracy, and it's good. What a pass inside. Nicholas Tracy to Perez, making it work for Fitchburg. And then coming out of nowhere, Jonathan Perez making the block. But that allows Chris Cardoso to open up a three and nail it. So a highlight from Perez, but it leads to a basket from Worcester. And now a 13-point game. Fitchburg a better effort rebounding-wise in this second half. They were getting out-rebounded 30-20. At the end of the first half, but now only out-rebounded by 3. 37-34 in favor of Worcester in rebounds, meaning Fitchburg has out-rebounded Worcester in this half, 14-7. That's been a big factor in allowing Fitchburg to extend this lead. As Tracy carries it up court. Tracy back for Perez. Deep. Thought about a three. Ruff, Perez. Back to Ruff. Inside, looking for Doss. 2 men on him. Perez loses his man off the jump and nails another three. Jonathan Perez with 18 points. 5 of 7 shooting from behind the arc for Jonathan Perez. Bjorn down low, misses the basket. Rebound, Perez. And then a foul by Dion driving up court. Jonathan Perez having a game right now, who on the season averages 11.7 per game and only about 33% three-point shooting, is shooting 5 of 7 right now from behind the arc. That's about 71% and has a game-high 18 points. Tracy bounces it back for Perez. Working on Dion. Gives to Ruff. Back to Perez. Dion playing tight, not allowing Perez to get any separation behind the arc. 4 men down low to stop Perez. Tracy driving. Adegbe crashing for the rebound. Ends up at the hands of Chris Cardoso for the Lancers. And now here's Cal Howes. He's fouled on the drive. Foul coming against number 5, Jonathan Perez. A hold. Fritz Francois will check into the game for Ugutu. Dion, Bjorn, able to get the basket off the backboard. 6:42 to go in the game. Fitchburg leading by 14 over the Lancers. A date with Westfield, I believe, awaits Fitchburg if they're able to hold on to this lead. Dion bringing the ball up court. Cardoso now. Throws it over to Dion. Unleashes a three. Rattles around. Bjorn gets the rebound. And he's fouled on the follow-up attempt. Bjorn shooting 2. Eric Bjorn now the leading scorer for Worcester with 13 points. 5 of 7 shooting. He's also 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Devin Harris getting ready to check in for Fitchburg. First shot misses. And Devin Harris will come in for Adegbe. Terrell St. John coming into the game as well. Jones will come out. Second free throw, no good. Rebound. Saved by Worcester, and it goes off of Fitchburg last. Fantastic effort there from Cal Howes. Able to save the ball for Worcester here. Every possession is valuable, down by 14 with only 6:11 to go. Bjorn with the ball, gives to Cardoso, down low. Francois, the basket. Quick 2 for Worcester. Fitchburg's been clicking offensively as of late. They're trying to keep that going to finish out the game. Tracy stopping, spinning. Harris down low. He was stripped on the way up by Cardoso. Ball popped free. Bouncing around some legs. Cardoso rips it away. Now here's Dion coming away with it somehow. Howes pulling up. Dion open from behind the arc. Ruff closes in on him. And then it's given away by Dion. Nicholas Tracy to Ruff. He's fouled on the shot. Andre Ruff going to be going to the line for the Falcons. A misplay by Tyler Dion, trying to keep the offense going quick for Worcester. Gives it right back to Nicholas Tracy. And Ruff drawing the foul, as you saw there on the shot attempt. Ruff already 2 for 2 on the night from the free throw line. Tajon McKenzie and Ensel Madegbe will come into the game. St. John and Harris will go to the bench. Fitchburg as well as Worcester in the bonus. Both teams with 6 fouls to this point in the half. Here's Dion. Cardoso driving around McKenzie, down low, finds Howes in the corner. 3 is no good, rebound Perez. He's trying to move up court with speed. He's got Ruff with him. Ruff can't handle the pass. Bounces it off of a Worcester player. Worcester contesting that. Reporting down court somehow, some way. And they will overturn the call. It will be Worcester ball. So when you take a look here at the replay, may have gone off of Adegbe's leg, I believe is what the Worcester players were contesting. And it worked. Not every day you see players talking to the referees and getting the call switched. But it worked this time at a very crucial time for Worcester. Francois to Howes, driving down low, back out to Francois, mid-range, knocks it down. Here's Francois with 6 points in the game. Timeout called by Fitchburg, as they will try to stop the bleeding. It feels like Worcester has been going on a bit of a run. Coach Manderson, as we take another look at the replay here, does look like it's going off that foot of Adegbe, that right leg. The question would be if it hit Dion on the way through. It looks like that may have gone through him cleanly. Good call by the referees there. And Adegbe you see on the right-hand side. Talking to the referee. Again, good crowd here tonight. Fitchburg State University, very passionate about its men's basketball team, as well as all of its athletic teams. But it's always exciting to host a home playoff game, especially against such a highly touted rival such as Worcester, with the Sterling Cup and whatnot. Tracy shot, rebound Perez, bats it out for Ruff. Ruff to Harris. Cardoso tried swinging at it. Harris down low, that's gonna be Fitchburg ball. Nick Tracy going to inbound now for the Falcons. Tracy up to McKenzie. Tracy, Ruff from the corner. 3 no good. Rebound Bjorn as he almost lost it with Howes. Dion gives to Howes. Francois driving, trying to draw the charge. It was Devin Harris in the paint, unable to get the call. Devin Harris subbing out once more for Adegbe. And another good inbound pass by Worcester down low to get an easy basket. We saw that early in the game. Worcester not getting too many opportunities, but they do inbound well from the baseline when they have the chance. McKenzie trying to work his way in on Francois. Gives to Tracy. Perez now, he's got 18. Ruff swooping in for the rebound and drawing the foul on the follow-up attempt. Andre Ruff with 9 points will be going to the line once more. 4 for 4 for him on the night from the line. Otherwise shooting 2 of 7 from the field. That includes a 3-point shot. 1 for 4 from behind the arc. First free throw is good. St. John coming in for McKenzie. Ruff making the second basket as well. Tyler Dion, who has played every minute of this contest so far, dishing it to Cardoso, swooping in, moving around St. John, and a timeout called by Worcester. 10-point game with 2:59 to go in the game. A few Worcester players exceeding 30 minutes so far in this tilt. Cal Howes with 30 alongside Cardoso. They each have 30. Tyler Dion, as we said, has played every minute so far of this game. Fitchburg, on the other hand, doing a good job distributing time. Players constantly subbing in and out for the Falcons. Only one player above 30 minutes. That's Nicholas Tracy. He has played nearly every minute of this game. He has 34 out of a possible 37, I believe, to this point. But the story of the night so far, Jonathan Perez taking over 5 of 8 from behind the arc, shooting 62%. He's got 18 points to help keep Fitchburg in front of this one. Rough inbound to Tracy. Worcester, full court press. Tracy bounce to Harris down low. Can't muscle up a basket, fouled on the follow-up. Devin Harris drawing contact from Eric Bjorn. Harris will now go to the line. Harris still without a basket in this game, without a field goal that is. He is 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Bounces around and finally stays out. Second one is good. Substitutions, timeout rather, called by Fitchburg. (60-49) the score. Fitchburg in front with 2:47 to go here on FATV. Tim Foley has been flying at you solo here tonight on the broadcast. Dan Bolak not able to make it tonight. Had a prior commitment. I am more than happy to fill in when necessary. I'm a freshman here at Fitchburg State University. I do most of the games on the Falcon Sports Network, which is the school-run broadcasting system. So once more, as mentioned a bit earlier, if Fitchburg can hold on to this lead and this result holds, a matchup against the Owls of Westfield State University should be awaiting. The 4-seeded Bridgewater Bears getting a win over Framingham earlier today. Final score of that game was 101 to, I believe, 86. I looked at the baseball schedule. Eric Bjorn down low. Good second effort from Eric Bjorn, fighting for that rebound, knowing his team's season is on the line. 101 to 84, the final score at Bridgewater. This a much more low-scoring affair. Fitchburg just at 60. Harris back in the game. Edegbe played that last sequence between now and the timeout. Tracy to Perez. He had some time. Fitchburg in clock-killing mode. Perez going around Howes. Here's Ruff. Tracy trying to drive. St. John, a 3. Rims out. Perez trying to finish it down low. Rebounded by Francois. Now Cardoso driving, going around St. John. Gives to Dion. A 3 off the front of the rim. Bjorn the rebound. Another 3 from number 3. Front of the rim, no good. Francois trying to rebound it. Devin Harris taking it down. And Jonathan Perez getting checked on by the athletic trainer here for Fitchburg. Todd, I know his first name is. Ruff inbounds it for St. John. Only a 9-point game now. Ruff gives it to St. John. Back to Ruff. He's got some space. Worcester trying to close in, leaving no room for any shot opportunities. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Ruff driving in on Cardoso. Goes over Francois. Rebounded by Worcester. Howes just saving it from going out of bounds onto the Fitchburg bench. Dion for Cardoso. Looks at a 3, no good. Rebound comes to Aglutu, and he will follow up. A 7-point game now. Worcester will foul, and Fitchburg is going to be going to the line. Tyler Dion committing the foul this time, his second of the night. Edegbe checking back in once more. Harris to the bench. They've been swapping in and out the past few minutes. As Nicholas Tracy from the line tonight has not tried a shot. First one is good on the 1-and-1. I believe Perez may have been bleeding on the sideline there. It's a defensive matter at this point for Fitchburg. So Perez and his 18 points have been enough for them thus far. That'll stay Worcester ball. Francois driving on St. John, going over Edegbe. Rebounded by Jones. Tracy now, he is fouled. Already 2 for 2, as we just saw him make those previous 2 free throws. Cal Howes committing his first foul of the evening, or third foul. Difficult to understand the PA with the echo in here sometimes. Tracy nailing his third straight free throw. Puts it back up to a 10-point game. second one is no good. Worcester inbounding from the baseline, interestingly enough, despite Tracy missing the second free throw. Dion moving up the court with haste, throwing it towards the hoop. Fitchburg trying to kill the clock. Nobody fouling Ruff here as he's finally fouled by Bjorn. Igutu will come back into the game. After the first free throw here by Ruff. Andre Ruff on the night, 6 for 6 from the charity stripe. Charlie Olis getting set to check in for the Falcons. The senior captain out of Mobile, Alabama. Ruff nails the first one. Olis will come in for Jones. Second one is good by Tracy as well. Fitchburg now up by 12 with 24 seconds to go. Cardoso going to the rim, throwing it up. He's fouled. He will go to the line. This Cardoso 1 for 3 from the line. Trying to keep it down to a 10-point game. Has to make both baskets as there is FATV volunteer Charlie Ollis. So I can hear the guys in the truck having a laugh. Cardoso sinking the first one. That gets him a second opportunity. Second one good as well. A 10-point game with 20.3 seconds on the clock. And a timeout called. Worcester trying to do everything they can to get back in this game. 20 seconds left, down by 10. Let's take a look around at the other Fitchburg games that are going on tonight. A lot of implications around the MAVSCAC. My computer is not wanted to load pages for me all night long. It is taking its sweet time. We'll get you those other game updates at least by the end of the game. Actually, the hockey game has gone final. 5-1 the final. Worcester State getting the win over Fitchburg. So all they need to do now is win against Framingham this Thursday. And they will be hosting Fitchburg this Saturday. Meanwhile, the Fitchburg-Bridgewater women's basketball game. Fitchburg trailing 54-38, but outscoring Bridgewater to open the third quarter 18-9. First free throw is good from Nick Tracy. And in the women's game, Marazi with a game-high 19 points. Tracy hits the second free throw here. Destiny Fitzgerald, the leading scorer for the Bears, with 14. Cardoso driving. Ollis, the block! And then Dion trying to float that one over. Adegbe. And that's going to do it. Fitchburg able to get the home win here against the Lancers. Ollis sinking the basket after the buzzer has gone off. 67-55, the final score here at Parkinson Gymnasium in Fitchburg, Massachusetts. This should set up a matchup. It will against Westfield State University. That's going to be this Thursday, February 21st at 5:30 p.m. At Westfield this Thursday at 5:30 p.m. That's Thursday, February 21st. Give you a quick game recap here. Leading scorer for the game, Jonathan Perez with 18 points on 6 of 10 shooting, and he went 5 of 8 from behind the arc. A huge reason as to why Fitchburg was able to find success here today. Jonathan Perez having an excellent game. Next closest scorer to him for Fitchburg was Andre Ruff with 11. He had 2 of 7 shooting, 1 for 4 from behind the arc, but 6 of 6 from the free throw line. As for Worcester, Eric Bjorn, their leading scorer tonight with 15 points. He had 8 rebounds to go along with it. And then after Bjorn, Dion and Cardoso each tied with 12. Fitchburg outshooting overall, 33% to 30 over Worcester, and really outshooting it from behind the arc, 42% to 20%. Ultimately, Fitchburg, they came out, I feel like they played a good game overall, a better game in the second half, I will say. They were better with the rebounds in that second half, out-rebounding 24 to 16 in the second frame here at Parkinson Gymnasium. A better presence down low gave Fitchburg the tools they needed to complete this win, and now they move on to play Westfield. They have played big games on the road in the past. If you'll remember last year's MASCAC semifinal game against Salem State, the number 1 seed. Fitchburg was only the 4 seed. Fitchburg now the 3 seed. They get the task of Westfield, whom they have already played this year a few times, most recently losing 82 to 77 here at home. They split the season series 1-1, as there was another game actually at Westfield where Fitchburg was able to win 79 to 77. And so for all of us here at FATV, we'd like to thank you for watching our broadcast tonight of Fitchburg State University basketball. For the rest of the crew, this has been Tim Foley. We'd like to thank you all for watching, and have a lovely evening.